Tech Mitsubishi. My name is Mason and today we're doing a walk around video on this stunning, very clean 2015 SV6 wagon. So what we'll do is run through the condition of the vehicle as well as some of the features in this particular model. Now starting off at that front end, you do notice it is that VF front end look, which is updated or the last of its shapes. Very aggressive, very sleek. You've got those really nice sharp headlights, kind of look like hawk's eyes if you want to be really particular about it, but I quite love the design. Projector globes fitted in there, daytime running lamps over the top, and projector globes and your indicator lamp fitted, and your daytime running lamps down the bottom of the front bar. Now this car does come with 6 parking sensors along the front of the vehicle. It's going to help park the car, but also it is also part of that automatic park assist. Now coming across the side, taking a look at those first rims, so we've got some 19-inch Innovit black rims. They are a multi-spoke design. They doesn't actually protrude outside the rim, so you're not really going to see any damage on the edging of these curves. Now, yeah, there is a little bit of dust here and there on it, but it's not actually damaged the rim, it's just a little bit of dirt picked up. This will still go through a clean. Now, the tires are in excellent condition. You can see there's lots and lots of tread on them. Now, coming across the side, there's that standard vent. It's not actually practical, just to add a bit of character to the car, but your indicator lamp is fitted into that vent. Now, the side mirrors and door handles are color matched to the black color. There is a little bit of fading probably on the black. It's not as bright as the rest of the vehicle, but it's not damaged, nothing wrong with it, just a little bit of fading due to it being a black color. Now the car does also come tinted. That's great news because it's going to save you a little bit of money, but that blacked out look also looks quite good on the car. The car does come with 2 remotes as well, and you can unlock it using the keyless entry. And having a look inside the vehicle, you get that pretty classic half leather, half suede look. They've got that nice sporty stripe down the middle there. These are very comfortable seats to sit in. They hold you quite nicely, but yet still quite roomy. They're not like your very tight bucket seats. Standard interior on the inside of the SV6, and I've got to say, it's just actually very clean, very well maintained. You can see even the leather bolsters, no cracking of marks like that on the outside. So it looks like it's been driven quite carefully. Electric seat controls on the front of this, and your lumbar supports. It does also have your standard manual controls. Inside scuff guard, just going to keep that inside door trim nice and clean, and door card also presents in good condition. Doesn't look like people have been kicking the door open, which is good to see. Coming across to the passenger door, the back seats, if you have a look, these are also incredibly clean. There's no damage on them, no marks. Just trying to be super picky, maybe some light marks here. Yeah, just a little bit of maybe paint or spray from something, but it's very, very minor, nothing too major, but the actual seats are in excellent condition. Now taking a look at those second rims, these rims also present in good nick. Probably just a minor little gutter rash just on the edging here, but we have touched it up, so it's not very noticeable. And taking a look on this, on the driver's side is your fuel filler cap. Very easy to access in and out. That's just going to pop open, but it'll stay locked when you actually lock the vehicle. Coming across to the tailgate of the car. Now being the wagon, you get that nice round tailgate, big dual tip exhaust, SV6 badging, and that nice chrome finish along the back just to tie it up, make it look that little bit more classy. Brakes up the black. And there is also a high mounted brake light and your rear wipers and washers to make sure the back window stays clean. Now to open up the boot, I'm just going to open. Don't believe there is actually a button. Yes, there is. Alright, so opening up the boot, taking a look inside the back of the wagon. Just excuse the water dripping, that's just coming in after the detail. Got the genuine carpet mats fitted into the car. They are sitting in the back here. Like I said, just got back from the detail, so they're just in the back just to dry up. There is also that rear cargo blind, which is just going to keep your belongings nice and private. Small storage room with a 12-volt socket, and behind this little compartment here is going to be your spare battery, as they are located in the back of these vehicles. Underneath is your spare wheel. Looks like it might have been used before, once or twice. There is a little bit of dust on it, but nothing. Doesn't look like anything's been done to it, and also all your jacking tools are located under that spare wheel. Closing this up, reverse camera is also mounted under that lip. Now coming across to the passenger side of the car, paintwork is really good, I gotta say. Nice reflective black, very clean mirror-like look. And those third rims, generally these sustain the most damage, so you can see very minor gashing just on the edge of the rim there. Again, nothing too significant, but just very minor marks around the edge of the rim. But the inside looks pretty well, and it still presents quite nicely. Coming across to passenger side, seems to be a little minor mark here, just on the edge of the door. It's not dented or anything like that, but seems to be a minor paint mark, but maybe that'll come off when it goes through the workshop. These side mirrors are also a little bit faded in the sense that they're not as reflective as the rest of the car. And that fourth and final rim, very minor damage on the edging of that rim, but other than that, pretty good. And you've got lots of tread on the tires. So we've got fairly decent rims, some with a little bit of damage, but we have touched it up so it's not noticeable. You've got lots of tread remaining under those tires and great paint work. So what we're going to do is pop the hood and take a look inside. Look inside the engine bay now. You've got a very nicely laid out engine bay, still got all the plastic covers and everything just to keep it looking nice and neat. Now what we have here is Holden's 6-cylinder 3.6 litre petrol motor. Now it does come fitted with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, so a large number of gears means smoother shifting and more torque when you do actually need it. If you notice, there's no battery in here as that's located in the back, as I pointed out before, but your positive terminal is that little red clip, and you'll put your negative terminal right there in case you do need to jump start it. Now this car is a 5-star ANCAP rating with 6 airbags, lots of safety for the passengers in the vehicle. This motor produces 210 kilowatts with 350 newton meters of torque, so lots of torque and power to carry the weight around. This car does run on your regular unleaded petrol with a 71 litre capacity fuel tank. Does have a combined fuel consumption of 9.3 litres per 100, or an average fuel distance of about 763 kilometers off a full tank, or dependent on the kind of driving you're doing. Taking a look inside the SV6, these are an absolutely beautiful interior, very clean, very tidy, lots of nice materials used, and it's just not boring like you actually get in a lot of cars. So on the driver's side door, do get this nice carbon fiber lights embroidery here on the, stitching on the door plate here, and then carbon fiber and then leather below that. So again, lots of different materials used. Now the driver's side windows are, all 4 windows are fully automatic up and down for driver, passenger and the back. Window lock control behind that, and above that is your side mirror toggles. Now up here near the door handle is your central locking controls. Like all the Holdens, your headlight controls are located on this little dial. So currently it's in auto, which is your dusk sensing, so just leave it in auto. Car's going to turn on the lights when it actually needs them. Otherwise you can force them on like that if you just select that option there. Now on the right hand stalk is your left and right indicator and your high beam, as well as this little menu button. Now that menu button is actually for the display in your cluster, so that'll give you a bit of information like your battery voltage, trip A, trip B, average fuel consumption, etc. Left hand side is your wipers and washers for both front and rear. Now the steering wheel is a very nice leather stitched steering wheel. Got this really nice piano black plate here and the chrome finish through the middle. Now on the right hand side are all your media controls. So you got volume, source, call, reject and mute. And on the left hand side is your cruise control settings. Now coming over to the entertainment system, you got this really nice touchscreen head unit in these models. Now the design and the style and shape is all the same pretty much across the range. So go back to home, this is what you'll see. So these cars come with AM, FM radio, Bluetooth connectivity. There is CD input, which is located just under here, and auxiliary, and obviously your standard Bluetooth mobile phone connect. There's no inbuilt navigation in this particular car, but you do have your Pandora Connect and pretty much all the other options. So it is touchscreen, or you've got all the hard buttons below that if you wanted to use the dials. Hazards located right in the middle. You've got your dual zone climate control, so driver and passenger have their own temperatures. You can see this one says 22, this says 20. You can kind of adjust that accordingly or sync them up if you wanted to. Underneath that is a bit of storage with a 12-volt socket located right in the middle for any extra charging that you might be doing. And then coming to the gear shifter, if I pull that into reverse, there is a little trigger in the front. You want to pull the trigger and then change your gears. That'll activate the reverse camera. It does turn as you turn the wheel, so it will guide you into the lines. And you've got your park assist, which is pretty much your parking sensors or your sonar, so depending on what you prefer to use. Now if I bring this down into drive and actually flick it to the left, that's going to engage the sports shift system, so that'll let you somewhat control the gears manually yourself. You can flick through all the gears as you drive and your speed goes up, or you can just leave it in drive. Car's going to do all the work for you. Behind that is a small storage, 2 cup holders, your stability control button, which you're probably going to want to keep on or off. They can be pretty fun in these cars. You got your park assist, which is your auto parking system, and your parking sensor button, so you can turn them off if the beeping's a bit annoying. On the right hand side is your electric park brake, which, like a traditional handbrake, you push it down to turn it off and then pull it up to turn it on. Now I'll get the camera person to just pan around the interior. Like I said, it is very clean on the inside of this car. All the leather and vinyl in the vehicle presents quite well. You've got your 2 cup holders. You see the carpet lining is all very clean with the carpet mats in the boot. Backseat headrest and leather is very clean. Roof lining is very clean. Like I said, guys, this is just a very clean car and a very well maintained SV6 wagon. So what we're going to do now is jump outside and wrap up the video. To watch the walk around video on this stunning VF 2015 Holden SV6 wagon. Now I hope the video gave you a good representation as to the condition of the vehicle, and as you can see, this car actually presents really well. Apart from a few nicks on the rims which have been touched up, a little bit of fading on the side mirrors, the actual paintwork on this car is pretty beautiful, and the interior is also very, very clean. Now if you do have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. But just before I go, this car actually qualifies for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that means is that it'll help you cover 181 electrical and mechanical components of the vehicle, and that is going to cover you up to 200,000 kilometers. Now with that, you will also get the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide. So make sure you ask us about this, because there's great value in this service. In addition to that, make sure you ask us about our glass coat and tinting. Considering the car, the paintwork on this car is very consistent, it's been maintained quite well. It's going to come with a lifetime warranty, and you're going to want to take advantage of this. Being a black car, it's going to protect it from all those harsh environmental factors such as bird droppings, bat droppings, oxidization, fading, rusting, peeling, all those things that can really contaminate a car and stop it looking this good. Now these two things are at an additional cost. However, if you're using our in-house finance, we'd love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just some minimal diesel effectual repayments. Now lastly, but most importantly, make sure you jump onto Google, search up Berwick Mitsubishi, just so you can see what people actually have to say about us. Because with over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance as the buyer that you're dealing with the right people, the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. Now, as I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan. Thank you so much for watching.